Hello. Prior to the mission trip, I was lazy and neglectful of my faith. I didn't think much of it since I assumed that if I just go to church on Fridays and Sundays, I would be fine. That on those days, I could catch up on what I was missing throughout the week. I wanted to get what I wanted while ignoring the discipline I needed. I had no desire to exercise my faith every day since I was stuck and did not know what to do. Simply, I was living a lukewarm Christian life. As Wales approached, I had more opportunities to draw closer to God. I struggled to decide whether to devote my time to God or to myself. I chose myself every time. When I had devotionals every day, I found myself neglecting them and setting them aside for the next day. As that habit grew stronger each day, it became difficult to read the Bible. There would be times where I wanted to spend time in God's Word, but I constantly procrastinated and prioritized other things. I always knew that I wasn't committing myself to God and didn't give the effort that God gave me. I prayed that God would soften my heart so that I would have the same heart He had for the community there. When I arrived in Wales, I felt out of place. I knew this mission trip was supposed to be more serious than I was making it. It felt like I was simply traveling to another country. At one of the services we attended, I saw different people than I usually did on any other Sunday. However, I had the same joy when worshiping with a different group of people. My perspective shifted, and I finally understood why God had placed me on the mission field. I realized that regardless of who I was worshiping with, we were all worshiping the same God. Throughout the week, singing songs was less about how good it sounded and more about who I was worshiping. During that service, I was convicted of my lifestyle before Wales. I heard the gospel, and it wasn't just the same story as before, but it truly moved and touched my heart. God taught me how much I focused on myself and others instead of Him. He opened my eyes to my ignorant lifestyle and brought me back to the overwhelming love that I had when I was saved. God brought me back to the gospel and showed me what it really means to love. He humbled me and taught me through the gospel that I am still loved by Him. I was able to serve because God gave me the strength and confidence to teach the kids the gospel, even when I felt physically weak. He opened my eyes to His unchanging love for me and the kids in Wales. Now I can confidently say that I am making an effort to exercise my faith and grow closer to God. I am able to go through struggles knowing that God is guiding me. In the end, God placed in my heart the parable of the son running to his father and the father running to his son, that as long as I seek after God, He will answer me with the same urgency and priority. Thank you.